Welcome back. Two of Mayor Sylvester Turner's biggest and most vocal opponents have joined forces.
Number one on that list is implement Prop B and pay parity.
Our fleet and facilities and people and our brothers and sisters are at an absolute breaking point. He actually wants to work, not fight, with our firefighters and their families.
Mayoral challenger Tony Buzbee has sealed the endorsement of the Houston Professional Firefighters Association, which has been locked in a vicious battle with Turner for more than 2 years. Turner finished 18 points ahead of Buzbee in the November 5th election. Question: can the addition of a ground game featuring 4,000 highly popular veteran campaigners help close the substantial gap? Charles Blaine, question to you.
Yeah, I think it can, but I mean, we're 10 days from early voting, 27 days or so from Election Day. If there is a ground game out there that can rival Turner's well-oiled machine, it's probably the firefighters. But they need to have started yesterday. So I'm really hoping that they're out there. And the thing is, I know they're going to be going after a lot of these voters who went for other candidates. And, you know, I do think that there's a little bit of a problem when it comes to Boykins voters and Lovell voters and making sure that what I believe their second choice was Turner, you got to make sure that their second choice now becomes their first choice now becomes Buzbee. So I think the firefighters are going to have a lot of heavy lifting when it comes to that. And we're going to have to hear more. You know, we're hearing about Prop B and stuff. Well, what's the plan to implement it? I think we're going to have to hear things like that because people are looking for more information. People are tired of the angry rhetoric and they want to know what's going to happen after this next election. Tamar Bell, you are the veteran of many campaigns. How's it looking? Does this coalition help?
They had no choice. Who else were they going to support if they didn't support him? I mean, this is not breaking news, you know. I mean, this is what you expected. Now, as far as a ground game and coming back, the problem that he's going to have, from what I've been told, I don't know if it's true or not, but I've heard the Tea Party wouldn't even meet with him. So he's got to get voters from Bill King to come, who didn't choose him, to try to come to him. The ground game, having the people to work the ground game is not the problem. You can hire as many people as you want. It's convincing the people that the ground game is trying to get to that you are the right choice. And that's some heavy ass lifting they got to do.
Okay. Wayne Delgefino, is there a path for Tony Buzbee?
Look, I think it's a narrow path, but I think there is a path. Look, the firefighters helped. They helped Turner win the first time, right?
Didn't help
tomorrow's
the white.
But tomorrow's right. I mean, at the end of the day, you've got certain neighborhoods that have to come out and certain Bill King voters that have to come out. You know, it's funny in this city, we say we're not partisan, we don't have partisan elections. Yeah, we do, okay? I mean, at the end of the day, there's only 2 or 3 boxes of big groups in this town, right? There's like there's a Republican box, there's a black box, there's the gay box. I mean, everyone knows that in this world. There's only so many coalitions you get together with people. And I think it's going to be tough, but I think people don't like Turner. They're just not convinced that Buzbee yet can do the job.
Well, wait a second, Tamara, because I want to hear from Michelle Maples, because it's voters like you who Buzbee's going to have to convince to get out.
Correct. And I mean, I was not shocked that the firefighters lended their support behind Buzbee, right? Because who else were they going to go for? The guy that wouldn't give him a raise. But what I do like about Buzbee is that he came out and he said, "Look, I'm going to implement pay parity, and I'm going to basically respect the will of the voters because the voters overwhelmingly supported Prop B." And so that's good that he came out and said, "I'm going to do it." End of story. Now, with regards to the ground game, he's absolutely going to have to go, and he's going to have to flirt with the Bill King voters. He's going to have to flirt with the Dwight Boykins voters. He's going to have to flirt with the Sue Levels, because without them,
right,
he doesn't have a path forward.
Okay, I got 30 seconds. Go.
All right. Listen, what he said about the partisan, that's one of the things that I'm glad you brought that up, Wayne, more than I'm serious. Because one thing I love about the city election is that it is supposed to be nonpartisan. When you sit around that horseshoe, there's not supposed to be a D or R when you are thinking about the good of the city. Right. That's not what's happening. Right. And that is deeply concerning for me as somebody who goes for free to help the city get better at what they're supposed to do, which is serve the people. And if we don't get past that, I mean, a divided house is not going to stand.
I got to leave it there.